Hi, and welcome to another episode of the Weekend Aquarist. Today, I have with me somebody who's from Kanpur. It's quite interesting because he's just about 29 years old. He's got a corporate IT job that he has during the day, and then he comes back and then he's got his own gallery, a Nature Aquarium Gallery, one of the first in the state, and I guess the only one in the state right now. And he manages that during the entire week. He's putting in 14-15 hours on a daily basis. So please welcome Shivansh Rajput, who runs NaturesQue. Shivansh, welcome to the Weekend Aquarist. Let's start with a quick introduction about yourself and tell us about how did you come up with this name.
Thank you, Mr. Raval. Thank you for the opportunity to come over this podcast. So basically, I'm Shivansh Rajput. I'm 29 and I'm an engineer by profession. And I'm running this side hustle of mine, this gallery for last 2 years. Basically, this started as a small dream in college. I wanted to do as e-commerce. At that point of time, I wasn't even aware about the planted tank and stuff. I was doing a beta setup and stuff like that. Yeah, so we were keen to open a e-commerce site at that point of time in 2015, 16, so sort of. But later on, somehow in the COVID, after that, I got introduced to the hobby again, and from that point onwards, it kept going on, and now we are here with the fully fledged gallery.
Tell us about that name, NaturesQue.
Yeah. So that names actually we were struggling. We were looking for the names and we were continuously saying. So I was bothering my wife a lot, So does this name sound good? Does this name sound good? So finally I came up with this random weird word and we kind of agreed upon the same. And I kind of so basically it means mimicking nature,
Okay.
and uh, it is derived from a Latin word called natures, but it was difficult to pronunciate. So I converted it to to keep create a brand logo as well. I kept two letters highlighted, N and Q, and I kept it as NaturesQue.
You've been in the business now for 2 years.
Yeah.
I kind of coined this term weekend aquarist because I have a day job. Weekdays I'm wearing an HR hat, and weekends I am the weekend aquarist because that's the time I get to spend on my hobby. And you have discovered the world of aquariums quite recently. I mean, 5 years I guess since the pandemic and all. But you seem to have caught on very quickly. And I must add over here, Shivansh is also a winner, first rank winner in the Biotope Aquarium Contest BAC 2024. And he got the first rank for a South American biotope that he had created. Um, this BAC is the same one that Natasha Kardina is associated with, right?
Yeah,
She's the one
correct.
who started that.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Natasha is a good friend, and I know her for some time now, since I think 2008, 2009. And it's good. It's a fantastic initiative. And we have something similar in the IBC, the Indian Biotope Contest now.
Yeah, correct.
So, and the Weekend Aquarist is glad to be associated with that as well. So, tell us about this particular first rank winning biotope that you created.
It was so I started at that point of also I started the gallery. We were running we were running the gallery in a smaller space at that point of time. So I had a tank that I built couple of years ago. It was a like 250 liters tank, and it had a lot of scratches and everything. I wasn't like very sure like how to put the tank into the in the contest, what information to put. There were a lot of pages and tons of information to be filled up for both BAC and BAP. So these are two parts of the same contest, and you have to
Yes.
fill the details. We can talk about it later, probably in another podcast. I had this 250-liter tank, and I had this very, but so since I started doing the aquascaping, I was also mesmerized by these black water biotopes. The pH is very low, you have very less DO, and still the fresh fishes are very healthy. So I wanted to like explore that part, but obviously, like as a beginner, I lost tons of fishes with the because I didn't have the understanding of the water chemistry at that point of time. So when I tried to do this earlier, a couple of years ago, I lost all of the fishes in that 250-liter tank. I did this again with this tank, and I had like a couple of Rama twisted woods that were in the gallery. I put them in there. I put a lot tons of detailing woods, and then this Scape came into picture. The thing was, how do I manage the tannins? How do I manage the all the decomposing material, and what should be the proper way to do it? There are a couple of neat things that you need to keep in mind when doing these kind of setups. So this is how came into picture. There was the idea behind it. So the idea totally was like to have something that has like very low pH,
Hmm.
very heavy tannins, and low light, basically plants, immersed form of plants mostly. And the school should be big. There should be different schools of fishes that are living together, and it must replicate the exact environment that they are from. So that was the whole idea.
So, which fishes did you put together in this tank?
Yeah. So we had apistogrammas, apistogramma pandurini. We had Prestella tetras. We had amber tetras. We had raminos. So most of the fishes which belong to this particular region of stream, we put together actually.
How did you arrive at this particular stream? Did you do some research on that?
What I did, so I had like tons of choices for the fishes already. I had them in stock. So I decided which kind of group lives exactly in the same replica, like what
Hmm.
sort of river basin forms exactly the same, fishes. And I already had the idea like what I needed to design actually. It was very straightforward that it should be very, very messy jungle type look and a lot of, driftwoods. So it was already in the plan. I had tons of botanicals lying around as well. I
Hmm.
put them in there, and the idea came only because I had like a lot of options from the fishes that I can put in, because it was either, yeah, like create the biotope, I bring along the fishes that I need for them, or I
Right.
select the group of fishes that I can put in this biotope and then create
And
the
then
biotope
create the
accordingly.
biotope for it. Okay.
Yeah, so that was my idea behind it. Still in the current year as well, I participated with the same idea. I had a couple of things in stock which I've been taking care of for last 1 year, and then I put them in biotope. I captured the pictures and shared.
So that's a beautiful scape behind you. It's quite distracting because I need to see it, and you're blocking the way. So can we have you move a little slightly so that we can
uh,
see it? Unless it's a secret tank.
it's a secret tag. Actually, I'm preparing
Ah,
it for the competition. I'm just giving you a glimpse so we can, in private WhatsApp video, we can
yeah.
do a video chat.
No, I think it's a winner already. I think it's come out very well. What are the services that you guys provide? Do you primarily focus on Kanpur as a location, or are you setting up elsewhere as well?
So I started this idea in Gurgaon itself when I met with Parthoda in Gurgaon. So he was the person who actually had me create this, gallery in the end, I would say, in terms of hosting up the hobby. So when I went to the chlorophyll, I saw these mesmerizing scapes, and my world was totally flipped at that point of time, because I was already in love with the aquatic flora fauna earlier, but I wasn't aware that this thing can be done so professionally, so aesthetically. So I changed my world, but part of the helped a lot. Like I wanted to start this hobby as a with premium equipment. I did the DIY stuff for a couple of months. It was very hectic, so I know that this is not going to help. But I know that the results would be coming because I know how to. I
Right.
understood the basic chemistry at that point of time. I understood like what things could be done, and basically, Patada helped me get all the stuff at a very affordable prices. To be honest, at retailer prices. So I bought
Mm.
like tons of stuff. Like it was a kind of window shopping. I bought all of the stuff that I took for I can take care of for a nano tank, and he was
Right.
kind of also
Right.
doing sale for.
As part of, I just need to add over here, the
Mhm.
Weekend Aquarist is also started an initiative to put a spotlight on such regional galleries, such regional aquarium stores who kind of stand out, who are doing their bit to kind of promote the hobby. That's how this particular episode also is coming about. Going back into this thing, and that initiative is called Support Your Local Fish Store. It's called Support Your LFS,
Mhm.
and this is for the audience. Please do extend your support, because these days, when we say everything is online, and our hobby exchanges, everything is online. Either you're exchanging your fish, you're exchanging your plants and all, everything is on WhatsApp and all, Instagram, WhatsApp. It's important to understand that this hobby and its future lies in making sure that such aquarium galleries are always thriving and have our support. Okay, so as part of that initiative, so Shivansh, tell us, I hope your gimbal is not going to go crazy again. Yeah.
No, no, it
Okay,
won't.
right. So
At least for next couple of 15 minutes, I guess.
okay, so
Yeah.
Shivansh, tell us a little bit about what all services that you provide. Obviously, we'll be showing some of your projects as separate clips over here, but tell us a little bit more about what is it that you can do, can deliver to your clients.
In the first year of establishing, this gallery, we were having only like 100 square feet of space. We did a 1,500 liter of project. That was a paludarium, which was inspired from Aqua Indonesia, and we did a bigger version of that. In fact, it had a running sump of like 1,600,000 liter of waterfall, ATO, and everything. So it was a fully fledged discussed, or you can say, tropical tank setup, semi or fully planted. It was kind of fully planted. I wouldn't say it was semi-planted tank, but we do all kind of like, I would say we are into everything right now. We are like, personally, what I like to do, I like to do aquatic setups. We are also in paludariums, designing ponds, patio ponds, terrariums, vivariums. In this gallery itself, we had all the display. Even the bogarium we have set up here. We have biotope set up here. Almost everything that I am fond of, or like I could create right now is here. We are also into marine setups, but we are not having any of them in here. We only do it at the client sites.
Wow. Okay. Amongst all of the things that you just mentioned, the aquariums, the planted aquariums, the marine, the paludarium, the terrariums, the vivariums, and all, which are your personal favorites?
I would say paludariums are one of my favorites in terms of what I could keep there. Like, I can create a vivid variety of plants, thousands. Like if I could create a paludarium as big as like 6 by 10, then I could have like thousands of varieties of plants on top. You can have like something in
Yeah.
the bottom,
Yeah.
discuss or
Yeah.
something like in that bottom.
Correct.
So that would be really beautiful to keep if I
Yeah.
could have like those bigger tanks. And no, that is not possible until unless you have that in kind of permanent setups. I wouldn't recommend
Right.
anyone doing makeshift setups or like
Right.
with this scale.
Yeah, a paludarium gives actually a best of both worlds feel. You have the aquarium, you have the plants as well. I personally love paludariums. What else would you like to share with the audience?
So there are a couple of things that I've seen that people are not. I'm not sure why people are not encouraging others. So we can encourage others to participate in these kind of contests. So it will also leave a like we are a 145 crore people in here, more than that, I guess. And even if like 0.01% people participate, we will have a footprint on the global market that we are.
Yeah.
People are already in the city, and then the global market could also put their focus on us. Probably so with new products, affordable products coming to the hobby.
Yeah.
Probably so some new brands introducing more competition, or more distributors, or just sponsoring more hobbies itself. That would be good for the Indian, I guess.
No, I think you're right. Given our population, which is we have already gone ahead of China now, but the China hobby, I mean, the aquarium hobby in China is at a different level. It's at a different scale altogether. We have that potential, and I think it's important that more and more hobbyists also start looking at the business aspect of this. And also, there are newer careers opening up, and I'm glad that you're managing it, you're doing such a good job of that. So fantastic. And I think we need more youngsters to kind of come into the hobby, and like you yourself have come into the hobby quite recently. I mean, 5 years, you're pretty nascent in that sense.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand.
So it's important that we kind of continue encouraging others to kind of come over here. Also important, like you also mentioned, is biotope contest, not just the aquascaping ones, but the biotope contest, because they bring us closer to nature as it really is.
Yeah.
And with the conservation being the focus, we really need to kind of understand and replicate this in our own homes, as much as possible, and give a boost to our conservation efforts also.
Definitely.
Good. Since this is a very quick conversation, I want you to share as many clips as possible of your projects, of your, of your tanks and all. I know we are catching up quite late. It's almost 9:30 in the night, and you've kept your gallery lights on only for this podcast. But we would like to see the entire gallery. Do share those clips also, those
Sure.
photographs also. I want to wish you and your wife and your entire staff at NaturesQue all the very best.
Thank
And
you.
we should continue having this kind of conversations. But I want to see more of your projects and all. Any parting shots that you would like to kind of share with the audience?
Only one thing for the hobbyist only, be patient. It's all about patience. You can't do anything. Buy good equipments, buy good accessories, start with good equipments only. Plan the whole tank, not just the current situation. Just plan the
Right.
whole tank end to end
Right.
and then spend on it.
You touched upon it rightly in the last. You spend on it because you're going to end up spending on it, because if you go for all of that. But I think the hobby grows on you, and you'll start with one tank and you'll soon have many. I've got some coming up behind me also, so it's going to be good fun sharing some of those updates also. Shivansh, I'm looking forward to that tank behind you coming up as a winner. Can I ask you, which contest are you preparing for?
I was thinking like sending it to IAPLC, like depending on like what kind of results I'll be getting. Probably IAPLC will be my target for this.
Okay.
I've been preparing this for long. This was done like 6 months ago. Hardscape was done 6 months ago, and the tank was running for 3 months already. I did the plantation couple of days, like 3 days ago only.
Okay. And which lights are you using in that tank?
Right now there's Azure. We've
Okay.
also got Vivid, Shiros range, ADA range, but it's more like majorly Azure that I'm using for setups, or like providing the clients. Shiros is also like got very good quality product.
Which Azure light specifically are you using?
This is Beam 3.
Our dear friend Alfred is in, selling you all of the Azure lights, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
He's
So
coming up. He's coming up with some new ones also, and
yeah, he will introduce new products. Yeah.
he's coming up with some. I just interviewed Alfred about a week back, so his
Okay.
episode is also coming up probably before yours. Obviously, his will get released, but he's doing some amazing job, and it's a made in India story, and he's also bringing in some exotic plants that are tongue twisters. The names, okay, good. I'm so happy that I'm seeing all of this. It's more of a renaissance period for the Indian hobby, and we should all be participating in it. I wish you and your team all the very best, and I look forward to having more such conversations with you, Shivansh. All the best.
Thank you so much, Amar. It was really pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, thanks for joining.